First question's from Dave Vassegh. Go ahead.
Hi, Max.
Hello.
Hello. Just curious, as far as the motivating factor for yourself to not have a letdown after winning the World Series champion.
I mean, it's the whole reason you play the game is to win. Just because we won once doesn't mean it's over. My goal is to win every single year, and that's really all I care about at this point. I want to win every single game we can, and for me, the personal stats have never mattered. I want to go out there and win as many championships as we can win.
Max, where has the team told you that you'll be playing the majority of the season at? Is it still the same situation, or do you envision a lot of first base this year?
We haven't talked about that yet, but it'll be. They can tell me one thing, and I'm sure that'll change. It's it's kind of the nature of it, and that's kind of what you have to deal with when you play multiple positions. But it's something I've always done. It's something I've always enjoyed, and so I wouldn't expect anything different this year. I'm gonna go out there and prepare the same I always have, and I'll be ready for whatever they ask of me. The most important part is I'm in the lineup helping the team win. That's really all I care about.
Thanks.
Next question is from Rowan Kavner. Go ahead.
Hey, Max, we've asked a couple of the Texas guys, just how they were doing, how'd everything go at home with just how the last, week or two have been.
Thankfully, me and my wife got out here a while ago to Arizona, so we weren't actually in town for that big storm. But both of our parents were still there. They lost power, they lost running water, but nothing too serious. They were doing fine. It was kind of a scary week for a lot of people back there, but everyone's doing good. Thanks for asking.
Thanks.
Next question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Mentioned not worrying about your personal numbers, but they were not great during the regular season last year. How do you look at that? Does it all go back to the finger injury?
I'm not gonna make any excuses. I just wasn't a great performance last year. But at the same time, I do feel like if we played a full 162 games, my numbers would have been fine. I felt like I was starting to turn it around towards the end, and I believe I showed that during the playoffs. I felt really good during the playoffs, and that was kind of how I was feeling towards the end of the season. And I have no doubt that if we would have had a full season, the numbers would have looked a lot better than what they were. But that being said, there's still no excuses. I got to perform better to start the year, and that's what I'm planning on doing.
The numbers did improve tremendously during the postseason. Is there something about the postseason that allowed you to do that, or focus more, or anything like that?
I've always loved the postseason. I always feel like I perform great during the postseason. It's I don't know what the answer to that is. I don't know if it's preparation or anything like that. I prepare every single day like it is the postseason. So it's definitely not a question of that. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's when the pressure comes on, I like to perform the best. I don't know. But hopefully I can take that into this year.
Thanks, Max.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Max. Recently we found out that Major League Baseball is going to change the ball again and kind of deaden it. Just what was your reaction to that? And do you expect it to be much of a difference?
Does them deadening it mean the pitchers don't throw 100 miles an hour also? That's my only question. Is I feel like the whole game is kind of triggered against the offense, and now they're taking the one sole advantage that we had was maybe or maybe not the ball was a little bit juiced. They obviously have never confirmed that, but them saying they're going to deaden the ball, it was kind of heartbreaking. But you got to go out there and you got to get around it somehow. So we'll see how it goes during spring. Hopefully we have the baseballs now. We can start seeing how they fly, and it would be interesting to see how much of a difference it actually is.
And you guys, a couple of different guys have mentioned the possibility of having something here, to celebrate, win the World Series. You guys didn't get a chance to do that. Do you have anything planned? Do you know of anything?
No, I'm not aware of anything. My goal to celebrate the championship is to go out there and win another one, and then we can have a real celebration.
Thank you.
We got one more question from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, Max, just going back to last year for a second, is that motivating at all going into spring training, or kind of that winning the World Series kind of, solve a lot of those issues?
No, it's definitely motivating. As I said earlier, personal stats never matter to me, but at the same time, all I want to do is win. And if I'm not performing well, I'm not giving the team the best chance to win. So for me, that's the biggest motivation is I got to turn things around in order to give the team a better chance to win. Thankfully, we have a lot of pieces on this team to where it doesn't matter too much, but to me, it matters to be able to go out there and put us in the best position to win a game.
Cool. Thank you.
And then I think I have one more from Jorge. Go ahead.
And just going back to the World Series thing, Max, does it feel different coming back, as a World Series champion?
To me, not entirely. With the exception of all the stickers on the wall that says champions. Because we never really did get that full chance to celebrate last year. It was kind of just like the season ended and that was it. So, to me, if anything, I'm hungrier than ever to go out there and win a championship again, just because, I feel like we haven't had that full chance to celebrate. And hopefully, once we do it again, we'd get that chance.